Good evening and welcome to Ugress TV episode. I'm gonna turn on the background music a bit. Episode. Oops, something is wrong. I can hear my voice twice. Where is the voice going twice? Give me a second. Turn that on, and it's no, it's gone. What? It's actually my headphones are falling apart. So my this is like some 10-year-old Bose headphones. Hang on, I'm gonna try and swap to another pair of headphones. It's up and running. Give me a second. So is this better? Yes, no. My voice is directly here. Okay, let's try this. Let me know if there's a problem with my voice. I actually sound like I can hear my voice twice. But none of those, only my voice. This is really weird. It's very difficult to talk because I hear myself confusedly. But this was fine yesterday. Talk mic. On. Well, I'll just do the best of this. But then I will go back to the Bose headphones because the sound is much better in those. Okay, let's try this and see how this goes. Apologies for all of those mistakes. We had a general rehearsal yesterday where everything was fine. So it's quite weird that suddenly with no change everything sounds oh my god, it's really confusing with this voice. I have to find out how to stop this. Does it go out somewhere? I'm sorry, I have to keep talking to see where the signal goes. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, there you go. Let's go back to total mix. And my voice is still there. If I turn that one down, doesn't happen. Well, I think 5 minutes with this was enough, but now you know I won't be speaking a lot tonight because I get all the words back to me all the time. I have to fix this. Well, I can't figure out where it is, and I don't think I can restart the computer because that's gonna stop all of the other things. So I'm just gonna try and whoa. have no idea what they could be. But let's. I'm gonna try and give you the practical information, which is impossible with this double echo voice. But let's go here. So the tickets for The Lost Wall is now for sale at this address. I'm gonna paste that into the comments field. There you go. They opened the ticket sales a few days ago with I'm sorry. Whoa. Well, as long as you guys don't have the voice problem, I can probably suffer through this, but I get so confused because I get the words back like 1 second later. So I'm like talking 4 times. Let's try and focus, and whoa, I'm very confused. So it's back to the concert. It's gonna play at this theater. It's called Corner Theater. I think it's an old fishing building that's been rebuilt as a theater. This is the inside, and here's the theater part, which I think, since this is a film festival, they're gonna show the. If I turn that off, that was a bit better actually. It's a theater where the movie screen will be in the middle of this room. So because they are back projection the movie, so I'm going to be probably somewhere in front of that. Here's from the side. This is what it looks like in Tromsø, where in difference to what I've been doing before, I'm standing in front of the movie. Usually I'm to the side like this in Oslo, but if there is space for me to stand in front of the movie like this, I will probably do this in Bergen as well. So here's the trailer for that. Okay, so that's the teaser trailer for the movie. It's not completely finished yet. I'm still working on it. We need to make it... it's moving a bit too fast, and also I need to format it for social media. So it's more of a vertical format also. That's The Lost Wall, which will be... That's on October 18th in Bergen. And that's why we are having this live stream. It's kind of like a release party for the third single, which is out last Friday. I'm gonna quickly recap that once it's once the live stream starts. And again, I'm gonna apologize. There's a problem with my voice that wasn't there yesterday. It happened now as I started the live stream. I can hear my voice double or tripled on top of myself, so I lose the words I'm saying, which means I will probably talk a bit much less than I can, because a quick check could not find the problem, I will have to stop and restart everything, and I'm not going to do that. I'm simply just going to do the show. But that is why I'm stuttering a lot, because I get so confused from the words. So I'm going to say good evening to everybody on Zoom. That's not too difficult. Hanyan and the Gaborski, good evening. You were the first ones here. And Gisle and Troy is also here. Thank you, Troy, for letting me know. I know that it sounds like you are not hearing this triple voice thing. So it's at least not a problem from you guys. Petra and Thomas, good evening. Yes, it's the hard mode of suddenly a boss battle. Preben and DW Milliken. Good evening, everybody. It's good to have you here. The live stream starts in 3 minutes, and I'm much looking forward to playing music now. That's a bit more comfortable. Oh, a new puppy on Zoom. Let's see if I can put that on a bigger screen. I'm not able to put that on full screen from here. But there's a beautiful new puppy on Zoom. Holger. Good evening, Holger. 4 months old. Wow, he looks much older. Bonnie, hi, nice to see you. And Joe MU 660. I think you those last letters is something automatic from YouTube. So hello Joe, and hello Leonid Shvaronokov. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna check that everything is ready for starting. I'm quite excited to get started tonight. So the other thing I was just gonna talk about tonight during the warm-up was that I spent some time in Berlin earlier this month, and I went to see some media installations and some very interesting artworks. But it's gonna be difficult for me to explain things like that with this echoing voice in my head. So I'm simply gonna hang out and chat with you on Zoom and start in 1 minute. Ron Tonic, good evening.
Stand on the brink of a feat unparalleled. If the data on my returning probe ship matches my
cheers, champagne in Stockholm, or I suppose you are in Stockholm. I cannot remember. I'm having like a fake. It disappears on my on Zoom. It's like a white wine with sparkling water. It's a bit like it's a fake artist champagne for saving money and also not get too drunk too fast when I'm performing. There's no also, it's pretty hard. I wish I'm making a note for myself here that for next time I need to get a way of showing Zoom full screen on this, maybe like that. I can. No, I wasn't that one. I had that before because now there's a very cute puppet also underneath Holger's girlfriends in Stockholm. Disappearing fake wine. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Woohoo! I can start. I don't have to keep talking. So, hello! It's 8 o'clock and welcome to Ugress TV episode 49. it's if you want to join on Zoom, as all the beautiful people has done up here, here's a link to Zoom for you to just appear with your webcam, and you can hang out with me here during the Hangout, and also you will appear in the music videos. So for tonight, it's a release party for the EP that was out last Friday, and there's gonna be a bunch of new music, new prototypes, and 2 great classics. That's it for tonight. It's gonna be a relatively short episode, like 30-35 minutes or so, because next episode is, I'm gonna skip ahead to this one, on October 9th. I'm pushing that one back 2 weeks because that's the 50th episode, and I'm planning like a great party, much longer, like possibly almost an hour, with lots of hits and new music and competitions, and like having extra fun to mark that it's the 50th episode. Yeah, and tonight is, as you know, it's a release party for the 3rd chapter of The Lost World. But let's just get going with the music. The first track of tonight is Work in Process. Turn down the background music. It's Dust Monastery, a brand new track. All right, that was Dust Monastery, working process from upcoming Ugress concept album. Or I haven't decided yet if that's gonna be a concept album, but at least I'm trying out material for that. Let's move on to the next one. It's another new track. It's quite different from what you just had now. We are now gonna pay a visit to the Cringe Horde. This is also a work in process. So be careful, you know, if you take too many selfies, that this could happen to you as well. So that was Cringe Horde. It's a work in process. You know, my prototypes, they don't end. I just kind of like, okay, this sounds like I could test this out. And once I kind of decide like, okay, let's make this into a finished track, it's going to be better. Apologies for my stuttering and kind of weird voice tonight. It's I can hear my voice 3 times over, and it sounds like somebody is constantly interrupting me. So I'm quite confused. I tried to solve this at the start, but we haven't found it. So I'd like rather just do the show with a weird voice. You know, maybe it's all the scratching is making me itching. It's kind of like also makes my voice confused. So let's focus on music for tonight. And the next track is an old classic from Nebulous Spool, actually. This next track is Heresy from, I think, from Ruins, or I can't remember which album, but it's from 2007 as far as I can remember. So here's Heresy. All right, that was that's a nice song from long ago. It's Heresy from 2007. So we're at the part where I will just catch you up on a bit news. The Lost World, like the EP was out just a few days ago, and we are now approaching September with the last EP of the film score, and then the whole thing, like it's the digital extended edition comes on October 16th with 38 tracks, and the double vinyl will also be available, hopefully. We are still, they had to, like I told you last time, there was some trouble with the test prints, and they have now restarted the whole process. I'm praying that they they can deliver the vinyl to me before the concert, because that's the place where I actually sell the most vinyl. So it's ridiculous if I started this process in April. If they still haven't managed to deliver by the end of September, I'm going to be very upset, because that's my main income from this project. And then we do the concert on the 18th, where I hope to sell vinyl. And then I'll do the full live stream on the 23rd of October. So you will be able to experience the whole movie with the whole soundtrack performed live. Thankfully without my voice, so I won't have that problem then. This concert is in cooperation with the Bergen International Film Festival and Cinemateket i Bergen. So it's a relatively big production, and we have started a pre-production for that, and we're going to start the marketing and promotion now coming up towards October. It's going to happen at this theater, Kona Theater in Bergen, which has a very cool modern room, which I hope is very good for sound, because they often have concerts there. So, back to music. it's the night of music because I can hear myself 3 times, so that's more than I've heard, more than enough of me by now. The next track is another new one. That's Kelp is on the way. It's a work in process. That is the title also. But let's just play it. Here is Kelp is on the way. All right, thanks. That was Kelp is on the way, and I felt also when we had the general rehearsal yesterday, I felt like this track is too short. I feel like I'm just like kind of getting into it, and then it's finished. So let's see how this goes. It's nice to test it out in front of a live audience, and you can be very comforted by the fact that my improvisation was not great today, but yesterday it was terrible. So at least the general rehearsals work very well in that, like, I spent some time today to kind of like, okay, I need the scales and the keys. So I'm just improvising, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So the next track is another new track. This one is, let's take the tempo down a bit, and we're now gonna play Corroded Noir. It's another work in progress. All right, that was Corroded Noir. And like when I work with these visuals, I kind of like, oh, I really would like to play like this kind of like a spaceship, generation ship blues out in outer space. And then when I started performing, I'm like, I completely forget that I should be like, I should watch the visuals and like be in that spaceship. So I am like, I know that's how when I build this track, that's how I'm gonna be when I perform it. But then I build these visuals and I never see them when I perform. So I'm much looking forward to we have like these 360 surround performances where I can actually be in the same space as you when I perform this. All right, so I will check in with the comments now because we are at the final track for tonight, which is Spider-Man theme. We're gonna close with that one, and I promise for the next live stream I'm just gonna go here so you see it. Like on October 9th, it's gonna be episode 50, and on that night I will deliver a lot of classics and hits, and like I can't play them all the time in the live streams because I feel like I get bored and I think you get bored. But when we have an anniversary, I think it's allowed for me to play a lot of the classic hits. But for tonight, we do Spider-Man theme. And before that, I will check in with your beautiful comments. Troy, hello. Jody, hi, nice to see you. And David Billing also. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Time travel, living in the future is interesting. Yes, it is. Thanks for the comments on The Lost World. I'm Kobzar. Hello. Yes, Anti-Decepticons tracks. Okay, and positive comments on the new material. Thank you. That's an encouraging. So I keep working. You know, right now The Lost World is coming in October, so I'm not going to push out anything new from Ugress until that one is out. But after The Lost World is out, then I will refocus on publishing regular Ugress releases. So I think from maybe December, that might be too soon. I might need to let it kind of like breathe for a few seconds before I start pushing out new material after The Lost World. But as you know from the live streams the last year, I have a beep ton of new material. Okay, so yes, Chris, it's insane that it's been 50 streams, so we're going to celebrate that properly next time. For now, here I'm rounding off with the Spider-Man theme from 2002. It's not a work in progress. I just forgot to update the poster.